Dear students, good afternoon to everyone. In this video, we are going to continue our story, The Modern Millionaire, written by late Victorian writer Oscar Wilde, and myself, Saita Leader, Assistant Professor of English, Embassy Girls College, Badmer. We had some introduction about the writer. That Wilde is mostly known for his epigrams and plays, and he was born in Dublin in 1854. He was graduated at Trinity College in Dublin and also read in Oxford University, England. And Oscar Wilde's literary reputation mainly depends on his novel The Picture of Dorian Gray, on his comedy of manners, The Lady Widmer's Fame, and the importance of being honest. He was also known as a good short story writer. He supported the 19th century movement, which was aesthetic movement, and supported the slogan "Arts for Art's sake." He wrote many famous short stories, for example, The Canterville Ghost, The Remarkable Rocket, The Selfish King, The Happy Prince. Many other stories we have read about that. For example, The Modern Millionaire, The Nightingale and the Rose. He has wrote many other stories. We have examples: The Star Child, The Lord Arthur Selby's Crime. Oscar Wilde was a gifted and prolific writer with a sharp wit, and he succeeded in every field of writing, every form of writing which he had chosen, whether it is journalism, novel writing, short story writers. He ultimately got known as a playwright of his time. Then we have The Modern Millionaire. Our story is a short story written by Irish author Oscar Wilde, and it published in uh, the newspaper The World in June 1887. The story is about a young fellow named by Hugh Erskine who loved a rich girl, daughter of a retired colonel, Laura Merton. The father of Laura Merton liked this young fellow Hugh Erskine, but uh, is not ready to engage her daughter with him because Hugh Erskine doesn't have any profession. So uh, this young fellow Hugh Erskine had tried his hand in many business, for example, stock exchanger, tea merchant, many business he has tried his hand, but the result was nothing. He became nothing. He has good qualities. He is a charming fellow, but he doesn't know how to earn money. Except this task, earning money, he has everything. He has good personality. He has brown eyes, curly hair, everything he has. Also good tempered too, but he doesn't know how to earn money, and this problem uh, creates hurdle in his life. So we will continue our story. We had read that Hugh Erskine's business life, and the result was nothing. He was practical but no profession. One morning, as he was on his way to Holland Park, where the Mertons live, one morning he was going to his beloved house. On the way, he stopped for a while to see his best friend. Who was this best friend? Alan Trevor. Trevor was a painter, and indeed, few people escape that nowadays. And the job or the profession of painting, nowadays, rare people accept this profession. But he was also an artist. This Alan Trevor was an artist, and artists are rather rare, or artists are rarely found. Personally, he was a strange, rough fellow. If we talk about Alan Trevor, personally, for means by first sight he is a rough fellow with the scattered with the brown spotted fish and a red scattered bear. However, when he took the bus, he was a real master. Means if we don't talk about his physical appearance, if we talk about his talent, so then when he uh, run his burst, he comes out as a real talented painter, and his pictures were eagerly shouted after, and his pictures are very famous among the audiences, among the scattered spectator. He had been very much attracted by Hughie at first. When Alan Travers saw Hughie at first, he was attracted towards him. It must be acknowledged entirely on account of his personal charm, because Hughie was a attractive young fellow. So this Alan Travers felt attraction towards him. The only people a painter should know, he used to say, are people who beat and beautiful people who are an artistic pleasure to look and intellectual response repose to talk to, because only painter know that everything is beautiful, and the painter know the real value of uh, charm. So the only people a painter should know means a very few people know, and one of them is a painter know, who can say that we uh, a person who is charming, handsome, who may be a artist too, pleasure to look at, and intellectual repose to talk to, means men who are dandies and women who are darlings rules to the world, means the person or the people who are loved by the world always rule the world, means the charming fellow who are loved by uh, own their own persons, on their people, they always rule their world. Men who are loved, who are darling, rule the world, at least they should do so, means if the person who is darling of someone, then he should rule the world of that person, uh, and at least they should do this job. However, after he got to know Hughie better, he liked him quite, and when this friend Hughie Skin deeply knew about this painter Alan Trevor, he also started like this Alan Trevor as much for his bright beyond spirits and his gorgeous reckless nature. He had given him the permanent entry to his studio, and when this friendship grows, this painter Alan Trevor permitted Hughie Skin permanently to his studio, means Hughie Skin can come anytime, any day when he wanted to come in this Alan Travers studio. So now the thing देखिए, the two things are different. First, Hughie Skin is a handsome, a good-tempered person, young personality, but had no profession. On the other side, Alan Trevor has no physical good appearance, with brown spotted face, scattered braid, but had talented and profession. So the main thing is that talent is always accepted by the world rather than charm and personality. When Hughie came, he found Trevor putting the finishing touches of a wonderful life-size picture of a beggar man. Means now Hughie entered the studio and found that his friend Alan Trevor is painting of a beggar man. Means he is just giving the final touch of his painting, wonderful life-size picture of a beggar man, and the picture was of a beggar man. The beggar himself was standing on a raised platform, and on some distance, a person or a beggar standing in a particular pose so that Alan Trevor can paint very sincerely. Was standing on a raised platform in a corner of the studio. He was a wizened old man. Now, this beggar man is a wizened old man with the face like wrinkled parchment, means he is totally looking like a poor beggar. Wrinkled parchment and most piteous expression, and his face was saying something that, and it was means Yugi can feel that this face of and this beggar is demanding some pity from me. Piteous expressions are coming from on the face of this beggar man. Over his shoulders was flung a coarse brown cloak. Means on his shoulders there was a crossed down brown block, all tears and tatters, and his coat was totally tears and tattered. His thick boots were patched and cobbled with one hand, and he leaned on a rough stick. He has a rough stick, and on this rough stick he was standing, as he was so poor that he has no hope to live now. While the other he held out of his battered hat for arms, and on the second hand he was mm, in a pose that he as he is demanding for something. What an amazing model, whispered Hughie. And after looking at this model, Hughie said, what an amazing model, as he shook hands with his friend. Hughie came inside and had handshake with his friend Alan Trevor and commented, what an amazing model. An amazing model, shouted Trevor at the top of his voice. And Trevor got surprised on this comment that Hughie, do you think that this is an amazing model? I should think so. I also think like this. Such beggars as he are not to meet with every day, because beggars of this type are not to find every day. A truly mod chair, a living Vasquez, my stars, what an etching Rembrandt would have made of him. Means what are his expression, or what the condition God had made of him, because it is just looking like a real beggar. So we stops here, and in next video we will continue our story, The Model Millionaire, written by aesthetic writer Oscar Wilde. Thank you.